Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while since I've reviewed books, but now I'm back. I was busy because of school. I'm going to be reviewing some Roald Dahl books, starting with Fantastic Mr. Fox by Roald Dahl, illustrated by Quentin Blake. I want to especially thank Auntie Toby for gifting me this book. Thank you very much. Now let's dive into this book. There were three farmers and they were horrible. When children saw them, they would sing songs about them, about how horrible they were. The first one was named Farmer Bunggis, and he owned a farm of chickens. And every day he would eat 3 fat chickens for breakfast, lunch and dinner. So he was quite fat. The next farmer was named Farmer Bunce, and he was short. He was short because he ate geese saliva as his food. That's quite disgusting, isn't it? And the last but not least farmer was Farmer Bean. He was a very tall farmer and was quite skinny. And he kept drinking syringa every day. He drank a lot. That's how he was skinny and tall. And these farmers didn't like people stealing from them. Even if you ask them, they'll still say no. And it was so horrible. And there's Mr. Fox. And Mr. Fox, every day Mr. Fox asks Mrs. Fox. Mr. Fox lives in a hole. Every day he asks Mrs. Fox, "Darling, what do you want me to get now? What do you want us to have today?" And as soon as Mrs. Fox tells him what she wants for them to eat, he will go out of the hole. He's quite careful when he gets out of the hole. He sniffs and then goes into the farms where the things are, where the food are that Mrs. Fox said she wanted them to eat. And the 3 farmers were tired of this. They were like, that fox keeps taking things from them. He's stealing things from them. Let's do something about it. And Farmer Bean was like, "Okay, I have a plan. We can kill that fox." And the 2 of the farmers was like, "Well, do you know where Mr. Fox lives?" I was like, "Oh, don't worry about that. I already found where he lives. He lives in a hole where there's trees." And they went there. Each both got their gun, and they chose their spot carefully, so that the wind wouldn't blow their smell into the fox's nose. They hid there with their guns ready to shoot the fox, Mr. Fox. Then Mr. Fox asked Mrs. Fox what she wanted them to eat, and she told him that Mr. Fox carefully went out of the hole. First he put his nose out and then sniffed everywhere. Then half of his body was out. And then he saw something moving in the leaves. And also he saw something moving in the tree, not very far away. Then he thought to himself, probably that's one of the animals. That's one of the tiny animals moving about. And then the 3 of them came out and shot him. They're like, "Shoot you!" And Mr. Fox quickly ran back inside the cage. Then the 3 of the farmers came out from their hiding spot and they were like, "Oh, we should have shot him when we came out of when we saw his nose come out." They on their torches and they saw there was tiny mini blood stains on the floor. They kept walking and then they saw a tail. They was like, "Okay, we are not walking that long." So they had a plan. They went out of the hole, picked up shovels, and then started digging out the fox. They started digging out the fox, and Mrs. Fox was licking Mr. Fox's tail, and in between licks she was like, "That's the most precious tail in the world." And Mr. Fox was like, "Ow, ow, ow, stop that! That hurts, be careful." Little Fox was like, "It's okay, Daddy. It's okay, Daddy. You get well soon." While they were digging, they were tired of digging already. Their hands were aching. So, Miss Farmer Bean was like, "Okay, I have another plan. I have another idea for us to do." He told Farmer Bunkies to follow him, and then both of them went to get diggers. They went to get diggers to dig out the foxes. So they told Farmer Bunkies to stay there and watch if the fox comes out. And there they came with a loud tractor, the digger. It was huge, with the digger at the front. And then they started digging out the foxes. Mr. Fox saw that tiny mini stones were falling. Then he said, "Oh no, they're digging us out. We need to be careful. We need to get out of here." And Mr. was like, "Oh no, they're gonna kill our kids. They're gonna dig us all out." And Mr. Fox said, "Of course not. No, they're not." And they started digging. Mr. Fox said, "Let's start digging." And they were digging and digging. Then later they stopped. They were tired of digging. And they spent days and days inside the hole. They were hungry. Then soon, the farmers stayed there all night. They slept there. And they sent people to come and give them their food. So the farmer got their 3-boiled chicken, cylinder, and also geese saliva. Very disgusting. And then they stayed there, and Mr. Fox was hungry. His entire family was hungry. Mr. Fox, Mrs. Fox, and the 4 little foxes were super hungry. Their belly was rumbling. Then soon, one of the farmers, Farmer Bunkies, picked up one of his fat boiled chickens, and put it on the hole. And he said, "Come here, Mr. Fox, I know you can smell it. Come here and just take this out of my hand. Then you will not be hungry." Then the smell of the boiled chicken, went down all the way to where the foxes were. And the foxes smelled it. They were like, "Oh, that's so good. We need to get that." Then the 4 little foxes smelled it, and they were like, "Daddy, why can't you just go up there and just grab it out of their hands, and then we could eat?" Then Mrs. Fox said, "Oh, you dare not. It's just a trap for you. It's a trap for them to get you, and then you die. So don't even dare step out of here and go up there and get it, else you're dead." And they were hungry, and the 4 little foxes later fell asleep, and were like, but they were still hungry. And one day, Mr. Fox had an idea. He got up and was like, "I have a plan." Then Mrs. Fox and the 4 little foxes was like, "Tell us quick, tell us, please just tell us now. Don't hesitate, just tell us now." And Mr. Fox was like, "Oh, never mind." Sat that back again. Then again he stood and was like, "Oh, I have a plan. Come on, get up, I have a plan." And they said, "What is it? Tell us." So Fox said, "But the plan means that more digging. Even more digging, but I don't think you guys have the energy to dig even more." Then the 4 little foxes just jumped up. It was like their energy was back. It was like they were electric was on them. They just jumped up and were like, "Wee!" And they're like, "Okay, what should we do now? Where should we start digging, Daddy?" And Mrs. Fox said, "Just be careful and be quick. I'm starving already." And they began to dig. And Mr. Fox said, "You're left, now go right. No, left, now right." and he was telling them where to dig, and they kept on digging. The kids were digging really fast. They're like, wee! I'm really hungry. Then finally, their head hit something, and they're like, ow! And Mr. Fox said, stop digging! He peeked up and sniffed everywhere, and then he jumped up. I was like, come on up you get, come up! Get up, come up now. Then the 4 little foxes got up and they looked everywhere. They were amazed. They're like, wow! They started jumping about and dancing about. And Mr. Fox said, now we have to be very, very careful. So now calm yourself down. Don't get overexcited. Okay, now they were all around them. They saw fat chickens. They saw fat chickens ready to be roasted. Mr. Fox said, calm down. Now let's get some of these. He got the fat ones, fat chickens. He just kept saying, some of these, now this, or probably some of these. That's what he kept on saying. And kept putting things down. And soon there were chickens there. A fat chicken, big fat chicken, and he told one of the his kids, the foxes, the little ones, and said, now go, get all of these hens in your hands and go to your mummy. Tell her to make a big feast. Okay, tell her to make a big feast and we'll be here. And when we're back, you must be ready. Now go, run as fast as you can. The little fox was running. He was running. And it was like, mommy, with the chickens in the hands of it. And Mr. Fox said, okay now, more digging is on track. Let's keep on digging. And they were like, okay daddy, yes sir. And they kept on digging. They dug. Then something hit their head again. And they're like, ow! Again. Mr. Fox said, stop digging! Stop! Then he peeked up and said, come on, up we get. Then they found a mole there. There was a mole who just came there. A mole fell in there where they were. They hadn't gone in and they heard the sound. And they turned back and they saw the mole was there. They're like, oh, hello. And Mr. Mole was like, oh, how dare you. He was with the little mole. He was like, how dare you, you troublemaker. Now we can't go up and we're about to die in hunger. We're starving. And you don't know what to do you? You troublemaker. You're going to make us all die. Mr. Fox was like, oh, my dear friend, don't worry. I know I caused this trouble, but I can fix it. I already have a plan to fix it. So now follow us. You know where we have been? Mr. Fox said creepily, darkly into Mr. Mole's ears. He was close and was like, you know where we have been? Mr. Mole said, where? He said, to get chickens! Fat chickens, by the way. And I'm having a great feast. And he told the little mole, now go tell everyone, your family, everybody, every little animal, tell them that that Mr. Fox is invited them to a feast. And everyone is invited. Go tell your mommy. Go tell everyone you know. Bye-bye. And the little fox was like, yes, Mr. Fox, yes, sir, right away, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. And then walked away happily. Mr. Fox said, okay, now let's go. He peeked up and then looked there. I was like, up we get. There they were all amazed. They were all started dancing around. Mr. Fox said, now calm down. We need to do this properly. Do not touch anything. So he said, now let's get rid of this cart. And he started picking things. and was giving it to Mr. Mole to take it. He got home and he asked Mr. Mole, "Do you like some bacon or ham?" And Mr. Mole said, "Oh, I'm in love with bacon." So Mr. Mole kept taking things down and giving them to Mr. Mole to put them in the trolleys. Then he told two of his little foxes to go and tell their mommy to prepare the feast. And they were like, "Okay, Daddy, bye, Daddy." And they all went. Two of them went. Then there was only one little fox left with Mr. Mole and Mr. Fox. Then they started digging again. Mr. Mole was like, "I'm faster digging." So they all started digging again. And then something hit. And then they found something there. There was a brick wall there. Mr. Fox was like, "Stop!" to them. And they all stopped digging. Then there they found a little door and the little door opened. And there they found a tiny rat. A rat was there. And the rat was like, "You lot are not allowed in there. Get out now." And Mr. Mole was like, "Get out, you get out. Leave us alone." Then Mr. Fox was like, "Mr. Mole, my dear friend, let me undo this. If you don't get out, I'm gonna eat you up. Now." And the little rat quickly closed the door and went. Mr. Fox was like, "That's my work done." Then started picking out the bricks from the wall. And they said, "Let's go in." There they saw huge walls. And there was cylinder. Jars of cylinder. And started drinking like, "Oh, that's so good." Mr. was like, "We moles can have this as medicine. A lot of these." Then soon they started hearing heavy footsteps. Bang, bang, bang. They were like, "What is that?" They quickly climbed up to the highest shelf. And there they hid behind the jar. So the jar was in front of them. And Mr. Fox could feel the little fox holding him tightly and trembling. And Mr. Mole was there too. He was right beside Mr. Fox. Then a fat lady opened the door. Then she closed the door. She looked around in the jars. Then she looked very closely to the jar that Mr. Fox was hiding with the two of them. The little fox and Mr. Mole, of course. And then she sniffed around. Then she looked again. She looked around again. Then she spoke. "Madam, how many jars of cylinders shall I get this time for Mr. Bean?" Then a voice from up came and said, "You could get 3 or 4. 3 or 4 jars. Okay?" And she said, "Okay, ma'am. Well, Mr. Bean promised me that will give me the fox's tail when they get him." And a voice from upstairs said, "Didn't you hear what happened last night?" "What happened? You didn't hear that? They shot the fox's tail." "Okay, now get 3 or 4 now, okay? Now be quick. What's taking you so long? Be quick, you're wasting the time. Mr. Bean doesn't like his things taking loads of time. Now be quick. No more talking." Then the lady took jars. She took the jar that was right beside Mr. Fox. The one that Mr. Fox was hiding. Not the one that he was hiding with, but the one beside. She took it and she took 3 and she was like, "He's having too much." Then she sniffed again. I was like, Madam, I think they're rats here." You know what? The voice from up said, "Okay, you know where the rat spray is. Spray it there and do it." Then finally when the lady had went, Mr. Fox got the jars of cylinder and was like, "Bye-bye." And he said to the fox, and he said to the rat, "You heard that? You're gonna be dead." Ha ha. Then they went back. And there, when Mr. Fox got back to where Mrs. Fox was, he saw there was a long table there with other animals there. And they were all eating. They were very happy. Then he put the jars of cylinder and poured it inside the cups. And they were all happy. Then Mr. Fox made a promise and said to the animals, I promise that every animal will have such a great feast like this. I will go out like I'm going to shop for you, and you all will be very full. And he did so. The three farmers were still waiting for Mr. Fox to come out. But he didn't come out. They didn't know what he was doing. And I'm pretty sure till now, they're still waiting for him to come out. So what I learned in the story is that Mr. Fox was very clever. How he was clever is he already made a plan. He had a plan to save his family. He saved his family, and he had a plan to get food so that his family could be full and they could be happy again, because they were starving. So they were very hungry. And he was quite kind. He invited all of the other animals to come and have a feast with him. How kind is that? And he also put his family first. He knew that his family were hungry and they could not survive anymore. They were like, oh no, we're really hungry. Their bellies were already rumbling. So that's how he came up with a plan. That's how clever he was, how smart he was. And he was quite brave. He was brave to go to the farmers where they kept their things. And when the lady came in, he was very lucky. He was very lucky. How was lucky is the lady didn't take the jar that he was hiding in. That's how lucky he was. So Mr. Fox is very good fox. Very brave. And for the three farmers, they're quite greedy. They were greedy. They wanted everything. But they didn't get it. Because later Mr. Fox won. And now they're still waiting. They're waiting for him to come out. But he isn't gonna come out. That's how very greedy they were. They wanted to kill him. I hope you guys enjoyed my story today. Come back for more reviews of Roald Dahl's books. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with other people. Bye bye.